Hey you guys, welcome to day 10 of the 30-day yoga challenge with Do You Yoga. I'm Erin Motz, and today we're going to be working on side body stuff. So we're going to be moving pretty much the whole time, getting into the rib cage and the sides, under the arms, all of that fun stuff. And we're actually going to start standing up. So meet me at the top of your mat, length of the mat behind you, and let's get started. Okay, so from the top of your mats, I want you to have the length of it behind you. So bring the feet right under the hips. And on your inhale, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. And bring the palms together. And I want you to interlace the hands. So just like this. Take one in front of the other. And then take them right overhead. Make sure you're not squeezing the head between the arms. Just relax the elbows. Point the tailbone down towards the floor. And on your exhale, just start to dip over to the left. So just lengthening out that right side. Find one spot to focus on so it doesn't bother your neck. And then on an inhale, come to the center. Exhale, dip over to the right. And on an inhale, come back to the center. Unhook the hands, reach way up. And on your exhale, fold all the way down, hinging at the waist. Forward fold. Gently shake the head, yes and no. Lengthen the shoulders away from the ears. And on an inhale, come up to flat back, lengthening the spine. Pull the belly in. And on your exhale, fold back down. On an inhale, reach the arms all the way up overhead. We're going to do the same thing again. So bring the palms together, whichever one you had, on the outside the first time, just switch up. So point the tailbone down, relax the elbows, and reach out towards the left. So get as long as you can through that right side. Inhale fully back to the center. Don't hold your breath. Exhale, go the other way, reaching out. Inhale, come back to the center. Unhook the hands, reach tall. Exhale, fold all the way down. Forward fold. Relaxing the head and the neck. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. And on your next inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold back down. On your next inhale, step back to plank and move through your vinyasa. So shifting forward, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, slowly lower. Maybe cobra, maybe up dog. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, take it down. Tuck the toes. Sit up and back. Downward dog. Pedal out the legs a few times. Just warming up the back side of the body. And I know that I've gotten a few questions from you guys about where you should be looking in terms of, so that you don't strain the neck and everything. And honestly, for example, in down dog, it's pretty natural to kind of look right between the knees or at the toes. So a good rule of thumb is just to let the head fall wherever it feels comfortable. You don't want to end up straining the neck, so don't worry about looking anywhere thinking that you need to do something the correct way. I want you to feel good and be comfortable. So in this case, between the knees or at the toes is going to be a good one for you in down dog. Take one more breath. And then gradually step the left foot all the way up to the hands. And take the right knee down behind you. So nice kneeling lunge, sinking the hips forward, stretch the arms up overhead. So getting as long as you can, press the hips down. Looking straight ahead, maybe the eyes closed. And on an exhale, take both hands to the left thigh, just rest them. And I want you to shift the weight back like just a few inches really, so that you're on that back knee. And from here, you're going to keep the shoulders back, but just scoop the pelvis forward so that the tailbone points towards that left heel. So that you should feel the length down the right leg, maybe into the hip and into that side body as well. So keep tucking the tailbone down, tuck the chin, and just take a few breaths. And then gradually lift the head back up to neutral. Sink the hips back down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Palms come together. Exhale, circle the hands around. Step back to downward facing dog. Lift the tailbone high. Pedal it out. So again, relax both sides of the neck. Keep both sides of the body long. And this time we'll come through on the right side. So on an inhale, take that right foot, step it all the way up, and take the left knee down. So, same idea, just sinking the hips forward to start. Bring the arms up overhead. Lengthen away from the hips. So it's like you're trying to separate the ribs from the hip bones. Well, you know what I mean. Symbolically away from the hip bones, not that they're actually connected. Take 2 more breaths where you are. And on your exhale, take your hands to the thigh. Shift the weight back a few inches, just so that you're propped up on that back knee. And then from here, same thing. You're going to walk the hands in so that the shoulders can be over the hips. And then start to scoop that tailbone forward, just until you feel that stretch in the hip and the thigh, maybe into the side body. Let the chin tuck. Just take 3 deep breaths. On your next inhale, come back up to neutral. Sit the hips down, stretch the arms up. And on your exhale, sweep the arms all the way around. Step back to plank this time. And slowly press down right between the elbows. All the way to the chest. Maybe cobra, maybe up dog. Keep the elbows pulled in. And exhale. Tuck the toes, sit up and back. Down dog. Pedal out the feet. We're going to come through on the right side again. So just bring the right foot all the way up to the hands. And this time spiral the left heel down so you end up with warrior 2 legs. So left foot is parallel to your mat, right toes face the front. And then take the right elbow to the thigh. So you can kind of lean on the elbow, and I want you to bring the hips behind you a little bit. So kind of just so that you release any tension or tightness in the groin and in that right hamstring. So from here, stretch the left arm up and turn the palm towards the ceiling. So you're kind of leaning the chest forward a little bit. When you're ready, you're going to paint an imaginary line across and behind you. So press the hips forward, keep the feet flat, keep looking to that left hand, and keep opening the chest back until you feel a stretch in the left side, and once you feel it, stop. Take 2 breaths there. Gradually release the left arm. Come back up to warrior 2. We're just going to switch sides. So straighten out the right leg. Take the right foot parallel to the right side of the mat. Take the left toes to the left. Find warrior 2. And then same thing. Elbow to thigh. Take the right arm in front of you. Scoop the hips forward. Then you can start to paint that line back. So opening the right side of the body, just go until you feel a stretch and then stop. Take a few breaths here. And then gradually release the right arm. Come back up to warrior 2. Circle the hands all the way around. Step back to plank. Shift your weight forward. Slowly lower down. Inhale up to cobra or up dog. Exhale, sit back, child's pose. So knees wide, feet together, sit the heels behind you. Relax the head and the neck down. On an inhale, come up to the hands and knees. You can keep the knees wide-ish apart if it's more comfortable that way. Some people prefer them wider, some people prefer them right under the hips. So whatever feels best for you. The right hand is going to come ahead of the left, just like 2 inches or so. And the left arm is going to thread underneath the right, and you're going to come all the way down to the left shoulder. So relaxing the head down. You can keep the right hand in front of you or stretch it out. Keep both knees equally heavy. And take one more full breath. And do the same thing the other way. So press into the right hand. Come back up. We'll do the same thing the other way. So left hand is going to come ahead of the right. And then thread that needle. So right arm underneath the left. Come all the way down. And you can move the left arm any way you like. Straight out, overhead, or keep it down on the floor in front of the nose. And take one more full breath. And gradually come back up. And press into the hands, bring the knees together, sit back, find a comfortable seat at the front of your mat. Sit any cross-legged way you want. I'm just going to sit like this. So the right hand is going to come down to the floor. Just on the right side of the body, doesn't have to be far out at all. Make sure both hips stay flat. And you're going to take the left arm, stretch it up and over. So look down at the right hand, relax the shoulder, relax the elbow. Make sure you don't pop the ribs forward, keep hugging them in so that the spine can stay neutral. So actually, to get into that side body a little more and take it all the way up the neck, we can actually take the left arm, reach it out to the side, take the palm facing away from you, and then paint that imaginary line down the opposite wall. So let it come down as far as you can until you feel a stretch in the neck. So you'll probably feel it from the base of the skull, down the side, maybe into the shoulder and down the arm, depending on where you're tight, how tight you are. So take 2 more inhales. And gradually come back up. Take your time. Left hand is going to come down, so just relax the elbow, relax the shoulder, hug the ribs in, and then you can stretch the right arm up, soften the shoulder, soften the elbow, look down at the left hand, and then gradually take the right arm, if you want to, over and away, palm faces down, and then paint that imaginary line across the other side of the room. Just until you feel it, and then stop. Take 2 big breaths. And slowly come back to the center. Sitting up really tall, feel the length down both sides of the body. Relax the arms, relax the shoulders back, and let the eyes close. And take a few breaths here. Just allowing yourself to be quiet, to be still. Noticing any new length. And on your next breath in, sweep the arms up overhead. Bring the palms together and exhale the hands right down to the heart center, sealing in your practice. And slowly let the eyes open. Namaste. Awesome job, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed that one. Make sure you come back tomorrow. We're going to be doing something really restorative where we will have a full relaxation at the end. So like probably, I think it's going to be, 4 minutes or so. So make sure you come back for that. Get your daily yoga at doyouyoga.com and be sure to follow me on Facebook. As always, be good, feel good, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow.